Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So there's this video going around that I want to discuss. I previously made a video in the same vicinity or context, if you want to call it that. It's my DINKS video, DINKS. I'll link it up here and down below if you guys want to go see it. But there's this young lady that was talking about how easy her life was without, being married and having children. Take a listen and I'll come back with my opinion.
Wine nights.
It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I'm 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. Every time I thought, I should probably get up and do something. I thought, why? Nobody's making me. I'm not missing out on anything. I went to Beyonce last night, and I didn't get home until 1 a.m. And I danced and drank my little heart out, and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids as I did that. And I woke up a tad hungover this morning, which is probably why I was in bed for so long. And I was just scrolling on my phone and I saw a picture of shakshuka and I thought, it sounds really good. Maybe I'm gonna learn how to make shakshuka today because I have no plans and I don't have kids and I don't have a husband and I don't have errands to run. I can go to the grocery store and learn how to make shakshuka. So that's on my agenda today. Also on my agenda, probably a rewatch of some Real Housewives of New York. I'm also doing a rewatch of Normal People on Hulu, which is really spicy and I highly recommend. Weirdly, I'm into this documentary on Netflix about blue zone countries. So I've got a pretty stacked day. Anyway, I say all this to say, whenever I'm hard on myself about why I'm not married and I don't have kids, and I should be further along at 29, almost 30, I wouldn't want to do anything else this Saturday. And I know that you can do all these things when you have kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
Okay, so there's a couple of things that she said on that video that I want to go over. First, she said she's 29, single with no kids, and that she woke up at 10:45 a.m. Now, it is beyond me why people think it's a flex to wake up this late, especially a 29-year-old person. Now, I'm not saying that if you've been working so hard and you have a day off, you have to hop out of bed because you feel like you need to be productive. That's not at all what I'm saying. But I don't understand why people think other people who are married and have children, they're at a disadvantage because we cannot afford to wake up at 10:45 in the morning. Maybe we don't want to wake up at 10:45 in the morning, especially if we're like 29 and up. Do you know how much is already done by 10:45 in the morning? And like you're still in bed sleeping, and not only like when you wake up, not only do you wake up late, but when you wake up, you don't try to get out of bed and try to do something else. You stay in the bed, you're scrolling down social media. Like, I don't understand why she thought that was a flex. Also, there are people who are single and don't have children that prefer to not wake up this late because people have goals and people work a lot. Just because it's a Saturday doesn't mean that you have to sleep in because you're single, and because you do it, you shouldn't automatically assume that people with children can't do it. And I was just a little bit annoyed with that. The next thing she said was that she went to the Beyonce concert and partied and drank the past tense, DRANK. You get what I'm saying. And she didn't have to pay a babysitter to watch her kids so that she could have fun. Okay, that's great. That's your reality. That's your life at that particular moment in time. But it doesn't mean that people with children aren't able to do those things and that there's something utterly wrong with having to pay a babysitter to watch your children so you can go out on date night or go have fun. It's like different strokes for different folk. The other thing she said, which I thought was actually funny, because I'm like, how interesting, how fascinating that people actually do think that way, right? She said she's gonna learn to make this dish that she saw while she was scrolling down on social media because she has nothing to do. She doesn't have to get up to clean her house or to run errands. She could literally do whatever it is that she wants to do. And one of those plans was that she had for that day was to learn how to make this new dish. And I was like, lady, do you know how many dishes I've learned how to make And I really didn't learn how to make them until I was a mom. There's a lot of things I learned how to do because I became a mom. When I was at my parents' house, I didn't feel the need to learn how to make anything new other than what I was taught growing up and what the people at my house ate, you know? And so I don't understand why being able to learn a new dish is somehow a plus for single women. Like, moms don't learn how to make new dish. What does that make sense? Am I tripping? Ma'am, I have learned to make so many dishes. I've gone to concerts, I've traveled, and I have watched a lot of TV shows. Okay? And guess what? You would not believe it. I've done that with 2 kids and all. Yes, girl. Yes, I did. Can you believe it? Somebody with 2 children watching TV? Oh, I must be superwoman. It's unheard of. It's unheard of. And lastly, I will say that she did end the video by saying that she understands that people with children can still do all of these things. And it's just they're easier for her to do because of the lifestyle that she has, because she doesn't have a husband or children. You know, it gives her the freedom not to necessarily have to plan her days, which I don't see how being single allows you to not plan, because what are you doing with your life? You know, I mean, like, you don't have to have children to be productive. You don't have to have children to make plans, set goals, and crush them. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say it's not easier to like move around in life when you don't have children. But also everything that you can do, I can do. I just have to meticulously plan my life around children when you don't have to. Anyways, I say all this to say that, like I previously said in my DINKS video, I wish that people would just live their lives without all the comparison. There are pros and cons to being single with no children, and there are pros and cons to being married and having children. It's just a matter of what works for you. What do you want to do, and what other people want to do or don't want to do with their lives. I think that women who are married with children, they have no business looking down on women who choose not to be married or have children. Let them take it up with the good Lord. It's none of your business. Again, unless we're talking about population control and things of that nature, just leave it alone. And single women who don't have children just need to stop making the comparison of how easy their lives are compared to women who have children. It's not your choice. You don't have to worry about it. Now, her video would have been just fine if she would have just been like, I am 29 years old. I'm currently single. And this is what my, Saturday or my Friday night look like, or my weekends. I did this, that, and the next, and I had so much fun. And, whatever else she wanted to add. But I just don't understand why she felt the need to throw in there that, like, the reasons why she was able to do all these things and had so much fun on the weekend is because she didn't have children. I don't get that. Now, I will say that I got that she was also trying to like give herself a boost, make herself feel better, because societal pressure at 29 will make you feel like you're so far behind and that you should have been further ahead if you're 29 and you're not married and you don't have children. So I understand that portion of it too, to where she's like trying to encourage herself and like combat societal pressure and societal expectations and societal norms and all that good stuff. But you could still do that without like trying to put down women who are married and have children. You should have just kept it on society, because I didn't do anything to her for me to have been brought up into this. Like, I'll take it up with society, ma'am. Society has all these rules of where people are supposed to be by a certain age. This wasn't me. I just didn't have, I just don't feel like I deserved the attack, because I felt attacked. Anyways, I say all this to say, again, we don't need to do all these comparisons because we make different choices. There are pros and cons to every choice. I may not like yours. I may not understand yours. I may not agree with yours, and vice versa, but we just need to leave each other alone. If you're a mom, you have children, you don't have to look down on women that don't have children. And if you're a single person, you don't have to look down on people that choose to have a husband and children. I think if we just learn to respect each other's, if we just learn to respect other people's choices, we will do a much better job at coexisting. That's all I have to say on this matter. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next one. But until then, I hope to see you in the comment section. Bye.